Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
Now go.
Alright, my name is Patrick Kobler. I am a Charter Corps member in San Antonio. I work at Sam Houston. I teach 10th grade world history and 12th grade economics and dual credit government. So I have 3 preps. To you Corps members out there who are new at this and you've been assigned 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 preps, I just got done having 5 preps. It was difficult, but you can get through it. So don't worry, having multiple preps, once you get used to it, it's actually really rewarding. Right now I want to go over my class goals board. Each class has made their own goal. These are not my goals, this is what the class voted on themselves. For our dual credit government class, the class came up with getting 100% of the class getting dual credit. This means they'll get an actual credit for college, saving them anywhere from $400 to $3,000. For our world history goal, the class came up with getting an 80% or higher on their first assessment. This will go up, which is my goal, through everything. Also, they voted on having 100% pass the tax. We're using many strategies to get this, which we'll get to later when we go to our tax board. Finally, we have our first and second period economics. The students voted they wanted 85% or higher on their assessments. And as you see, everyone has signed their goals. So it's a class thing. They come up and they commit to it. I don't make them sign the goals. They sign it themselves when they feel ready. Here we have our tracker, so you can see our goals with the bar graph and where they'll end up in a few weeks. This is great. I love having a numeric goal, but what's really important is connecting it to their real goal, which is being actual educated citizens who can survive in the world and prosper in the world. I always tell my students to be educated citizens and lead other educated citizens. So why this numeric goal is great? It's great because it connects to other things. It connects to a real life goal. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of SAISD policy says we need to have some type of word wall. I think it's great. I decided to take it further and have a word window. So what students do when we learn important vocabulary is they'll raise their hand. I'll give them a dry erase marker and they'll come down and write a definition on the board. They will then draw a picture next to it. So for instance, we have the 4 factors of production. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. For land you have water, labor you have the word workers, capital you have a hammer, and entrepreneurship you have Facebook. They love connecting to Facebook. What students love about this, and actually what I think adults or anyone would love about it, is you get to write on a window. So the students aren't only learning, but they're having fun while they do it. It's been amazing to see the change when this word window started between let's write down our vocabulary in our book to who wants to write on the window. So it's just a great way for them. They love doing it, makes the classroom look great, and they're learning it, which is, at the end of the day, the most important thing.
Okay, go.
This right here is our college-bound work center. What it is, if a student does something that I think they could get an A on in a college classroom, I put down their grade and put it here on the college-bound work board. It's become quite the competition for them to get up there. I even have students coming to me now saying, Mr. Kobler, I got 100. I spelled everything correctly. All my grammar's right. I thought outside the box. Is this college-bound work? So it's really a great incentive for students to see what college-bound work looks like. Because you can talk about it all you want, like we need to be ready for the college classroom, we need to be ready to compete in the real world. But this actually shows an example from their peers, which is very powerful, of what that means.
Go.
This is a specific section of the classroom for our 10th graders. They'll be taking the ever-important tax this year. What I try to do is I teach to teach. I don't teach for the test. I want them to know it so well. The tax is just something else they have to do. So to do that, we have tax warm-ups and cool-downs every day, and then we have our actual lesson in between. What we've done is we have a question we go over every day. And after the students answer it, and we answer it as a class, I put the question on the board so they can look at it. This is our tax wall. It's also a smart board. It's really becoming a smart board now, isn't it? So it says, for instance, the characteristic political organization the Tigris-Euphrates civilization was. So we go over what the answer is. I circle it, underline it. But we don't only just give the answer, we give the reason why. So why? The Tigris-Euphrates rivers split the civilization into regions. You see we underline keywords. To form an effective government, regional city-states were formed. So this explains why the answer is correct. So students can look at these, they see test-taking strategies. A big point of this classroom is wherever students look, they're learning. Because let's be honest, in high school we're not always focused directly on what's on the PowerPoint, the video. even the teacher talking sometimes, no matter how great they may be. So wherever students are looking, they're seeing some type of knowledge. What I've also tried to do with this room is you'll notice that everything is student-made. I do this for a few reasons. For one, when you make the actual information yourself and hang it up, you're going to remember it. And secondly, and perhaps more importantly, is when students make their decorations and poster, they're making the room their own, and they're taking ownership of the room. This room is no longer just a classroom that they come into for one period every day. It's a classroom that they're helping build. And you're starting to see it right now, and my hope is by the end of the semester, this room is covered from wall to wall in student work. So that's how I try to do my classroom.